I'm never gonna get a thumbnail. It's been about a week and I don't have a thumbnail on my video. Cause nobody loves me, everybody hates me. Hashtag Dylan is unloved. Hey everybody, it's time to talk about sci-fi. That is the theme for this week on the Geeky channel. I suck. 5 awesome geeks. And yeah, we're basically doing another kind of introduction video where we talk about our sci-fi obsessions, and I have a few to talk about. Hopefully it won't be a 20-minute video like Kay's, but we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm not even sure really where to start, but I guess I'll start with movies, and we have to start with the most, sci-fi thing ever created. And that is, of course, Star Wars. I have the whole series, or the whole original trilogy on DVD, so there's all of them, plus the bonus features. This is not the original version, sadly, but we do still have the VHSs, I think. Possibly. My dad might have... I don't think they threw them away. Remember the old VHSs where... Remember VHSs? It's like untouched by Lucas. And not crappy CGI or anything, but the actual puppets, and it looks really, really cool and amazing. These are fine. I mean, the edits are okay. They're fine. But I just love Star Wars. I've always loved Star Wars. I've grown up on it. It's not, obviously, I didn't watch it in the theater because I would have been -20, but whatever. And my favorite Star Wars film has and always will be Return of the Jedi. That is my absolute favorite. I have always loved it, and I still love it to this day, and I just can't not love it, you know? I also really liked Rogue One. I have mixed feelings on it. This is my Imperial Death Trooper Funko Pop, which is kind of the light's catching the glare, but it's really cool. This is my favorite pop that I got from the movie, but I still really want a K2SO figure. I want him so bad. He's the best robot in the history of ever. But yeah, Rogue One, I have some opinions. It was a good movie. It was fun, but there were some parts of it that were just kind of boring and just not great. I don't know. I can't really describe why I didn't like it. I also kind of find it a little pointless in some ways because I never really wanted to know how Leia got the Death Star, but, you know, it's cool that we finally have a movie about it, I guess. And it's okay, it's cool. I love the ending, though. The last half, or last, act of the movie was awesome, so that's good. It was a fun movie, it was fun to watch, but I just want Episode 8, really. And I really like The Force Awakens. I love The Force Awakens a lot, and I'm really, really excited for the new one. Whenever that's going to come out, maybe this year, maybe next year, I don't know how long they'll wait to do the 8th episode, but I want it. Next is a comic book movie, but it is sci-fi related. Of course, I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this movie. I have 2 of the Funko Pops, and the new one is coming out soon. Oh my god, have you seen the trailer? It's amazing. I'm so excited for Baby Groot, Little Groot, I don't know what you want to call him. I love him. And this is just my favorite, sci-fi comic book movie. It's the only one, or one of the only ones, and it's so good. It's so good. It introduced me to Chris Pratt, who is amazing. I love this cover, all the guys on it. Oh, so good. It's a really funny movie too. If you haven't seen it yet, it's so funny. Speaking of funny movies, I actually don't have this in my room right now. I just couldn't be bothered to go look for it. I love Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest is awesome. I'm not the biggest Star Trek nerd, so I tried a little bit. I am watching The Next Generation, which I do like, but I'm just not really into it. But I love Galaxy Quest. It's a hilarious movie. You are our last hope. And another really good movie, I don't have the original for some reason, but that is The Thing! I love The Thing. The Thing is so good, and this is a prequel to the original, and it's really good. I really like this one. I just watched it last year, recently. Got this for $5 at Hastings, too. Anyway, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is so good in this movie. It is such a good movie. Oh, and it also, funny story, Britt, it has... what is his name? Well, the actor's name is Eric Christian Olsen, but he's Britta's ex-boyfriend. What is his name? It was he was the stoner the bad guy boyfriend, whatever his name. I'll probably post whatever it is, and Britt will correct me. But he's in this movie, and yeah, I love this movie. It's so good. I really, really love it. And oh my god, guys. Okay, I need to geek out a little bit about a director that I really, really love. Okay, so when Avatar came out, a infinitely better movie came out in the same year, which I think is so much better. Oh, District 9. This is the Blomkamp collection, Blu-ray, Digipack, whatever you want to call it. Has all three of his movies, District 9, Chappie, and Elysium. I have seen all three of them now, and I really, really like him a lot. Elysium is definitely my least favorite of the three. It's good, but it's just not great. And then Chappie was probably my second favorite. I need to rewatch District 9, but I love these movies. They were so good. Such great, weird sci-fi films. I don't know how he would even describe them. He likes to do a lot with robotics and creepy aliens sometimes, and I just really like them. I think they're fantastic films, and I can't wait for his next one. He's a really, really fantastic director. I love him so much. We can't talk about sci-fi and not mention Doctor Who. I have, of course, my Jack Harkness Funko Pop. I also have the Ninth Doctor and a Silence Funko Pop, but I won't pull them out of that wall because that wall is annoying to get pops out of. But anyway, Jack is my favorite character from the show. I love Doctor Who. I stopped watching it, though. Okay, so I don't want to rant about Doctor Who because there's a lot to rant about, but I do really like the reboot up until Series 6 when Matt Smith left. And I'm not saying I don't like Capaldi because I haven't started watching it, but I am just so done with Stephen Moffat. So done. And that's my rant. That's all I'm going to say about it. But I love Jack Harkness and Doctor Who and all that. I love them. I love the first 4 seasons specifically by Davies. Oh. And I know I need to watch the classic Who. I need to watch Baker, and I need to watch Davison. I just haven't gotten to it yet because I have to buy the DVDs, and I just don't want to right now. Maybe I can find it somewhere online. I don't know. It's hard to watch, or find it at least. I want to watch it though. I almost moved on from TV shows, but then I remember this is also a TV show. I love Futurama. It is one of my favorite cartoons. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I have the spaceship that they fly on, the Planet Express, so that's really cool. It was from Loot Crate, I think, and I really, really find this hilarious. It's a good sci-fi comedy. I love it. It's so cool. I'm an adult. And then I'm also going to talk about video games because I adore this trilogy. It's actually not a trilogy anymore. I can't wait for the new game. I didn't really like the third one that much, but I love Mass Effect. This is my Commander Shepard Funko Pop. I love him so much. He's kind of plain, but I love his suit and just the Normandy, and he has a nice butt. He has a nice butt. If you haven't played the Mass Effect games, you totally should. They're so fun. At least the first 2. Did his thing break? I really hope not. You should play the games because they're fun, and I can't wait for the new one. I hope I can get that. I think is it coming out on PS4? I hope it is, because I want to get a PS4. Because Crash Bandicoot! Okay, tangent over. Now we're going to talk about anime, because there's a lot of sci-fi anime that I love. I love mechas. I love a lot of stuff. So let's get into that. First, I have this adorable Ein plushie. I love him. He's amazing. He has a butt. Look at his butt. Cowboy Bebop is a really, really good show. I don't love it as much as some people. There's a lot of dust on him. I don't love it as much as some people, but I do love it. Mushroom Samba is the funniest anime episode ever made. Ever, so there's no contest for that. But I really need to rewatch it because it's been a while. I love Cowboy Bebop though. It's so fun, so random, and just, it's great. One of my most recent favorites, which has come out, it came out in like 2012, so it's not very recent anymore, but I adore SteinsGate. This is such a good show. It's about time travel, which is reminding me something that I forgot to talk about, which I'll talk about in a second, but I adore this show. It is so good. You need to watch it. It's so, so good. Oh, God. It is kind of slow in the beginning, but once you get to a certain point in the show, it gets amazing, and you can't stop watching it. And I adore this show so much. So, yeah. And the movie's coming out in like 2 months, so I'm really, really happy to own that eventually soon. I need it so bad. It's finally the conclusion to the series we've been waiting for. And then this next one I actually haven't watched yet, this season at least, but I have started the series. I adore Knights of Cydonia. This is such a good show. Kind of reminiscent of another show that I forgot to pull out of my shelf that I love, but it reminds me of Fafnir, which is another amazing show. This is about these people that live in space, and there are these aliens that are trying to take over the world, and they're trying to stop them from taking over the world, and it's a really good show. I love it. I adore it. Also, I have a bone to pick with Kay. She said that Gundam wasn't my thing. Girl, what the hell are you even talking about? Love you, Kay. And I love Gundam, thanks to Britt. Britt got me into it, and that's why she said it was Britt's thing and not mine. But it's still mine, Kay. This is what started it all, Gundam Wing. This is where I was introduced to Gundam, thanks to Britt again. Britt. Britt's awesome. Britt's amazing. Yeah, Gundam Wing is good. And the other one that I pulled out for some reason, which is probably one of my least favorites, but I do still love it, is Gundam Seed Destiny. But I love Gundam Seed. I love Gundam 00. That's my favorite anime of all time. I didn't pull it out because you probably saw it when Britt talked about it. I'm filming this before her video, so that's why I'm saying maybe. But I do love Gundam Seed Destiny still. It's not the greatest, but it's still good. It's still good. I love it. Athrun, my baby, I love you. I really need to rewatch this. This is a good show. I love Gundam. I need to get into the new Gundam. Also, exciting news for me, at least. Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory is coming out soon on Blu-ray. I'm gonna buy that very soon when it comes out. I'm so excited because that's one of the few Gundam series that I haven't watched yet, and I need it. I need it in my life right now. And one thing I forgot to talk about because I'm crazy and I couldn't find it, it's in my other room somewhere, but Back to the Future is one of my favorite trilogies of all time, specifically 1 and 2. I do like 3, but I don't like 3 as much as my dad loves 3. He loves Westerns, so he was like obsessed with that movie, and he still is. But I do love that trilogy. I love Back to the Future. I also have a Loot Crate exclusive, Funko Pop, but I'm not going to pull it out because it's in my Funko Pop wall, and that thing is a bitch to pull out, so you're not getting that. Another thing I love, which I just realized is right behind the camera, is Alien. Oh, I adore these movies so much. This is my... what do you call this thing? Titans figure. This is a Titans figure of the alien. It kind of has some articulation on the limbs and the tail. Not the tail, I don't think, actually. Which is kind of weird, but the head moves. It's really, really cool. You can't really see it. The lighting's kind of weird, but it's too dark to see, but I do like it. And I love Alien. I love the first one and Alien so much. They're some of my favorites ever. I love them. The third and fourth ones are they're okay. The third one's okay, the fourth one's not great at all. And then Prometheus is really good. I really like Prometheus. It's different, but it expands on the universe, so I like that. I would like to hear more about those white people, the creatures that created humans. I would like to hear more about them, so maybe we'll get a Prometheus 2, like a legitimate Prometheus 2. But the new movie looks kind of cool. I have mixed thoughts on it, so I kind of want to talk about it a little bit. Okay, so Alien Covenant, the new movie. It looks like Alien, which is good. I'm excited to watch it. However, there is one scene that kind of made me roll my eyes a little bit, and that's the last scene in the trailer. I guess this is kind of a spoiler if you haven't seen it. Watch the trailer, whatever. But there's a part where two people are making out, having sex in a shower, and the alien sneaks up slowly behind the guy and kills him. And maybe aliens do sneak in the movies. I guess they do. Sort of. They do come up behind you a lot, so I guess that makes sense. But it just seems cheesy and weird to me. Like, seems like a slasher film. And that's weird for an alien to be doing in my mind. Maybe I shouldn't be ranting about that, but it just seems weird to me. Like, it's an alien. It's a creature. It's not trying to sneak. It will literally run at you and kill you. Like, I'm an adult. So that was just weird, but I am really curious about the new, like, creatures that are in this movie. There's, like, a movie, there's a movie within a movie. There's a creature that, there's, like, a particle that, like, floats inside your ear, and then there's a human that, like, turns into something that we don't know what he looks like yet. I am really curious about it. I do want to watch it, of course I'll watch it, but I'm also just kind of weary. I don't know, but it is directed by Ridley Scott, so who knows, it might be amazing. Who knows? We'll see. I want to see it. And I'm sure there's a lot of sci-fi stuff I forgot to talk about, but for this video, I'm just going to stop here. Stop while I'm ahead, because I don't think there's anything that I forgot. I don't really read sci-fi novels. I don't think. I read mostly urban fantasy and young adult, so I can't think of anything that I forgot for that. Video games I'm not really into playing too much of. Like, there's probably something I forgot. But oh well, I'm going to stop this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. What are some of your favorite sci-fi materials and animation, film, video games, whatever? Let me know in the comments below. And hopefully this video will have a thumbnail, knocking on wood. Do I have any wood? We're not going to go there. And Melissa, we will see you tomorrow with a thumbnail. Commander Shepard out, bitches.